Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 as the Netherlands. Now, before we get started, let's take a little bit of time here to talk about the Netherlands bonuses. I do apologize, I'm actually still sick, so I'm probably going to cough a few times throughout this episode, and probably most of this series. I've been trying to get better. It's just hanging on, dude. I'm going to go to the doctor soon and see if they can clear it up, because usually you're supposed to wait 2 to 3 weeks before you go to a doctor with a chest infection. It's only been a week for me, but it's been one hell of a week. Here's Radio Oranje. Your trade routes to your own cities provide +1 loyalty per turn for the starting city. Not so useful. Trade routes to foreign cities or from foreign cities provide +1 culture to you. This is really nice because it means we're going to want to engage in diplomacy and see if we can get as many alliances as possible so that we can excuse me, so that we can get that passive culture coming in from the AI sending us trade routes. So that's really, really nice. It's a nice little boost to culture there. We also get the Groot Rivieren, which means we get a major adjacency bonuses for campuses, theater squares, and industrial zones if we're next to a river, and we culture bomb adjacent tiles when not completing a harbour. That means we're pretty strong in terms of science, production, and culture if we're on rivers, and I'm pretty sure we've got access to rivers in this game based on what I saw. I'll show you guys that in a moment. They also get the Zeven Provinciën, which is not going to be very useful because it is a naval military unit on a Pangea map. Just unfortunate. We also have the Polder, which is a unique improvement, which is also similarly not so useful. Really, the Netherlands' only real bonus is the Groot Rivieren and the +1 culture from foreign trade routes. That's kind of like their only real things that they have going for them, in my opinion. The Polder isn't terrible. Like, it's actually decent. The problem is that the restrictions on actually getting a Polder is incredibly difficult. But if you do get a really good Polder going, like a little polder farm going, it could be really, 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 really nice. I don't really feel like scouting this desert area, so I'm going to maybe have a look along the coastline and see if there's any like good coastal cities to settle with this warrior. But I think what I'm going to settle in place on this plains hill and then use that to let my warrior cross over a little bit quicker. Because I don't like the idea of moving, because it looks like we're pretty close to the north of the map, so it looks like there might just be desert and tundra over here. So I want to know what's over here, and then I'll send my scout this way to the left. Speaking of a scout, let's get it, and then we'll put a turn into a monument before we start getting settlers. Let's choose our research. I think I'm going to go for pottery here, because I'm kind of tempted to go towards writing. We also have 2 plantation resources here that I can see: tobacco. So that might signal to me a fast irrigation so that we can sell those to the AI. We also have wheat here so we can get the boost for irrigation. So that kind of all lines up in my head quite nicely. So I think that's the sort of thing we're going to do. Let's have a look over here. Okay, so this looks like a good coastline. Is this fresh water? Is this a freshwater diamond? Ah, man. It's really tempting to settle that, but if it's not fresh water, it's less tempting. Okay, there's a tribal village here. Okay. If there's like a desert here, if this desert like borders this forest area, we could maybe get Petra in here if there's a few hills. That could be a really nice Petra city. Oh, there's a barb camp here. Oh, the scout has decided it's time to play. So +1 new population. Not the best thing to get. But hey. You know, it'll do the trick. Let's get started on this. I think as long as I push the scout away, I can continue to scout. Oh. Alright, so we found Granada. And we were the first to find them. So we get +2 production when we're building units. Oh, that's nice, actually. It means we get that scout nice and quick. It means we'll get our first settler out really quick, too. Oh, damn. This is like a really good start. I'm kind of hesitant to attack this without the +5 combat strength. I think I'll do it anyway, just to get the damage started. But, yeah. Ooh, I could have gotten that scout kill, maybe, if he hadn't have moved. I think I'm going to move down, because I do want to know if there's Petra potential in here. Because it looks like if these forests kind of continue... there might be a city on the border of the desert, and if this river continues as well, that would be really, really powerful. A powerful Petra city. So let's attack here. Do the damage. Ideally, I would continue scouting with this warrior, but, you know, there's a barb camp there, and it's fairly close to me, and I don't want it to spawn into me. Let's pop up onto the hill. Oh, hello. Tribal village. Very nice. Yeah, and this actually looks like it's a prime Petra location. Like, if I were to settle maybe Let's see. On the Plains Hill? It would lose me a few desert tiles to settle on the Plains Hill. But there's no hills over here that I'm losing. And it would give me the +1 production in this city. That would help it get the Petra. It would ruin a forest shop. Wait, no. This isn't a hill. Never mind. So probably on the floodplains then. Because it doesn't change much. And I think Petra is 400 production, right? And with Magnus, around the time you get Petra, he'll probably be making somewhere in the region of 70 to 100 production, depending on how hard you beeline Petra and how lucky you've been in terms of like getting Eurekas and stuff like that to give you a boost. With Magnus, it should be around 70 to 100 production per chop, which means we will probably need 4 builder charges in here around then. So that's kind of the thought process there. And you know what else? We could go for the pyramids in here too. If we get it settled like really, really early, we could do another couple of chops with Magnus. I think that would put us up to a total of 6 chops in the city, roughly. Yeah, I would only double chop. I would only want to double chop the pyramids. I wouldn't want to do more than that. That does leave us with very few forests, but it would give us 2 really strong wonders. So it would probably be something like, I don't know, pyramids here, and then Petra somewhere over here as well. Yeah, if I put the Petra here, if I put pyramids and Petra here and here, I think floodplains count for pyramids and Petra, right? So if I go pyramids, let me just double check that. Yeah, floodplains counts, and I think that should be the same for Petra. Okay, so desert and floodplains, and then I could put like a theater square like right here, and get a +4 adjacency on that theater square. Oh, speaking of which, I just spotted here, we won't be able to build that district on the thing. Oh, if that was a desert tile here, I could maybe put a thing here and then get the adjacency bonus from the river on this theater square. But if we go for the double wonder, this should be a +4, which will secure us the boost. And then if I place a campus right here, that'll actually be a +3 because it'll get +1 from the mountain and then +2 from the river, I believe. It's pretty damn nice. Oh, hello. Apparently I met Toronto. Hello, Toronto. What missions do these guys have for me, actually, out of curiosity? Trade a galley and construct a holy site. Okay. So I'm going to pop up over here just to see... Oh, there's more floodplains. So I actually could... Oh. It doesn't make it any better, really. But it does use up a lower value tile. So I might actually move the wonder placement over here. For one of these wonders on this floodplains. And then move the theater square. That way well... Is it really worse? Maybe. Maybe it is worse. Maybe it would be better to just have a clump of districts in here. I can't put a district here anyway, though. So that's like fine. And then if I put like, say, a campus here. And then just figure out how to get another adjacency bonus on this campus. That would be 2 really strong districts. But I think this is sort of like my preliminary layout for this city. I think that's an okay move. I think those are reasonable moves. I don't think, like, you could criticize them, but I think that it's a reasonable plan to settle that city. The question is, do I want to settle that first? I think I do. I don't have an opportunity to get the quarry boost for the pyramids. I'm thinking I'm going to go for irrigation here. Wait, I didn't mean to invest into this monument. I've already invested into it, and I am getting boosts from Toronto, so I might as well just finish it. I would like to get a builder out. And then I want to go settlers. So you have how much health? 81. Let's attack there. Okay, let's move out to the west, see what's over here. So it looks like there is some sugar. I would be tempted to settle on that, but it's in the middle of a desert. Ugh. Jesus. This sugar over there might be settleable. Would you heal up again for 3 turns? Let's keep that pin going. Okay, my city grew again. Let's continue to work these wheat tiles because it means fairly robust growth. Why is our growth so weak? I guess it is only +2 food. But +1 production, speed up the monument? Not really. So we'll stay on food to keep growing. Oh, there's Alexander. Okay. Is he nearby here? Okay, I don't see him nearby. But he must be... reasonably close. Let's send him a delegation to keep him happy. Again, we want to make sure our diplomacy is pretty on point here. Now, we get open borders around here, early empire. That's something that's also worth keeping in mind. Alrighty. So one more turn, we'll get the +5 combat strength and then start clearing this out again. Oh, there's Vilnius. Oh, we could have met them. Damn, if I had maybe sent someone down here to pick this up, I could have gotten them first, perhaps. What mission do they have? Because I would like to get the culture here. Trigger Eureka for Masonry. That's like the one thing that I won't be able to do without like a goody hood or something. That's really unfortunate that it would be that one thing. It doesn't mean we'll be able to get this early campus out though. Combat strength while fighting barbarians. Yep, let's take that one and the +1 production in all cities. Could I speed this up by working that? No, I think that'll keep it at... It'll stay at 5 turns, so we may as well focus on growth here rather than working on the overflow. Let's get to work on foreign trade. There's a goody hood here we can pick up. I'm hoping that it's a masonry boost. That would be amazing. Or a builder. Oh, there's irrigation. And Kabul. We didn't meet Kabul first, so... but they want me to send a trade route. That might be something that I do. Like, that's actually an option, potentially. To send them a trade route. Oh no, we have been scouted, and our warrior is busy. That's a little bit unfortunate. We're probably going to need another warrior soon. But if I can get those tobaccos improved, over here, like these two, and get them sold, we should be in a good position. Let's go ahead and scout over here. We'll go to the next turn. Let's attack here, and we will go there. Oh dear, you took way more damage than I thought. I thought you would get a pretty solid kill here. Let's take Battle Cry. Want to get this online. Mainly to sell. Mainly to sell it. Let's send a delegation to Norway as well to keep them nice and happy. We don't quite have the money to really make an impact. We're getting a settler out. And I think I'm going to settle this first. Or maybe the gems. If I settle the gems in combination with selling these two tobacco, I might be able to purchase another settler, which would be pretty damn nice. I think I'd also like to get my campus down nice and early. I think that has potential as an idea, so we'll kind of work on that as well. I didn't mean to put you onto alert. That was an accident. Unalert. Wake up. There we go. So it looks like he's at war with Kabul. Let's clear this out, because again, I want to scout over here. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm thinking of settling on this hill. Right here. And then on this hill. It's kind of where my head's at right now to get like maximum number of cities in here. Because it means both of them are in range of getting a campus on the river here. I could get a campus in this city right here, a campus in this city right here, and then that would be +2 on both of them. Then I just need like one more district right here, and then that's 2 + 3 campuses, which is really, 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 really nice. Be a lot of science for us. Which, surprisingly, is one of the key yields when you're going for a science victory. See, do you think that is worth working? You do. It does hurt my production a little bit. I don't want to lose production. But I also kind of like the gold idea, and the double faith could be interesting. So maybe we will go for this. And then we'll go get this online as well. Oh, I meant to sell that. Whoops-a-daisy. Let's sell it to Alexander, because he seems to have a slightly higher opinion of me. There's foreign trade. I would like to get a trader at some point, but let's make a deal. So you would pay this much. How much gold would you pay as well? Probably like somewhere in the region of 1 or 2 at most. So you would also pay 2 gold per turn, 164 gold, 2 gold per turn for this tobacco. That's a really great deal for me. Especially since I'm going to be selling another tobacco soon. And in fact, I can actually purchase a settler right now. Turn 21. Very nice. It does mean that this settler itself is kind of delayed. But it's neither here nor there. The point is we got a settler out sooner than we would have otherwise. Let's go ahead and pick up Early Empire. Let's go put some time into craftsmanship, actually. Now, I don't need to get a thing. Oh, well, I could. Oh, you know what? I want to settle the gems. So I'm going to put a few turns into craftsmanship, but I don't know if I will finish it. I will kind of think about that. There might be more city-states down here. But there's also barbs coming from my cap, so I need to be wary of that too. And plus, I have no information about this area over here, so I think I'm going to loop my scout. Oh, I meant to move you. I think I'm going to loop my scout up around here. Yeah, I know. I don't have a big army. So you can just, like, denounce me if you want. The +9 gold per turn here is working out for me. Go ahead and do a little bit of scouting. So Kabul is going to fall almost certainly. Nothing I can really do about that. I could have probably sniped Kabul. Let's go ahead and get this and then sell it to Norway. So he would probably give me like on the order of like 3 to 4 gold. 2 gold as well. So we'll get another 100 gold off you for that amenity. And that 100 gold we can make good use of in the coming turns, perhaps purchasing maybe a scout or a builder or something like that. We'll kind of consider exactly what we want to do. But that's kind of the thing that we want to do. It's in the direction of the things. Yeah, let's go ahead and go get those gems now. And that'll mean there'll be another amenity to sell. Perhaps we can talk to Norway. He has 24 gold per turn, so he will, by the time we get over there, he might have a decent little chunk of cash laying around. Okay, Kabul, I need you to survive. Okay, Kabul is going to die, and I won't be able to get there in time to steal it, I don't think. Yeah, he has too many units in the area. If I had maybe grabbed this tile right here, I could have maybe done something and stolen the Kabul kill. Okay, there's knowledge of sailing. But you get over there. So this city is pretty much going to quickly get me a monument because I want to get the theater squares pretty early, and I want to get to like through this as early as possible. So early culture is really going to compound me. So I'm going to try and be greedy and go for monuments because I don't have any immediately adjacent neighbors, and I have kind of like a ring of city-states protecting me. So I feel like I have a bit of time before I need to really focus on getting army. I'm going to heal up here, and then I'm going to scout a little bit over here with this warrior. There are a few luxuries I'd like to pick up over here. Might settle on the sugar. Perhaps, we'll see. That's an option. We'll have to kind of I need to reveal more information. So he managed to capture Kabul. That's a reasonable sort of, you know, pathway for the game to take, although it seems like it's pretty far away from him. He's probably going to backfill in there. Writing is easy. Okay, there's writing. I'm going to plop down the campus. On the wheat. Yeah, I'm going to delete the wheat tile because I don't really care about it. Normally I would try to harvest it first, but the +3 adjacency here, locking in the district price at 73 is really nice, considering the base price is like 54. So that's a really good price for a campus. Let's go ahead and think about what our next move is here. Okay, so there's a few options about what we could do. We could go down the path maybe more navally oriented, or we could maybe sort of have a look at just kind of generally filling in the basics. Like, for example, we don't really have access to archery, so I'm going to pick up animal husbandry, but I also don't actually have mining right now, and I'm kind of relying on this mine here as a core part of my strategy. So it might be a good idea to get that online too. Let's go ahead and have a look at the next turn. And see how that unfolds. Okay, so pretty open desert around here. Okay, there's a barb camp there. I'm going to have to go deal with that. It's a completely necessary thing. I can't actually improve that yet. That's fine. We kind of beeline these things to lock in those prices. In terms of campus here, I'm kind of tempted to purchase this tile to get this locked in for a +3 campus as well, really early into the game, which save me another chunk. Like, this is another 73 production campus. That's incredibly cheap. I don't want to build them right now, but because I'm in settler mode, Oh no, I meant to cancel craftsmanship. Damn. That sucks that I accidentally overdid it. It's okay, but it's also kind of sucks. So now we want to get this city down here developing, because this is going to be a key city for building Petra and the thingy. You need to keep skipping your turn until you can build that. And we'll come up this way. It looks like a barb camp has spawned some units over here. Yeah, my seas are unprotected. I kind of wish that would had a modifier that if you didn't have coastal cities, your army didn't matter. Oh, let's get a declaration of friendship. Excellent. So we already have a friendship with Alexander. That's really, really good. Having friends this early into the game is amazing because it'll encourage them to trade with you, particularly as the Netherlands. We have an extra culture bonus for people who trade with us. So that's quite useful. Oh... see, this building queue sometimes messes me up because what I actually want to be doing here is building a settler. But, yeah. The building queue is useful, but it does mess me up just because I forget to make the adjustments that I need to. But it's more my fault than it is the building queue's fault. Alright, we have a pantheon. Now, for a scientific victory, Divine Spark is actually pretty okay. There's also Monument to the Gods. We are going to be going for a couple of wonders here. That plus 15% production could be useful. It kind of has a low shelf life, though. I might rather go for Divine Spark and see if I can maybe get some of these early grade scientists. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. It appeals to me a lot. Let's settle here. There's Eindhoven. You're going to immediately get a builder because you need to chop out. You need to do a lot of chopping with Magnus when we get him. Yeah, I think working the wheat tile is totally acceptable at this stage of the game. And you just need to wait another couple of turns before we get mining before you can do what you need to do. Okay. You totally took that hit so that you could get a promotion. Take that ranger promotion, and now you're full health again, and then we'll clear this out. There's a nice little boost of gold, plus clearing that Goddess Bronze working, and it was in range, so that's plus 3 era score, so we've secured ourselves a normal age for the classical era. Nice. So I think it's all kind of coming together pretty okay. We have 3 cities out by turn 30. Generally speaking, if you're getting a city out every 10 turns, you're kind of on like an average pace. If you're faster, like the faster you are than that, the better. Generally speaking, in my experience. So I think we're on an okay pace. We'll probably be able to purchase the next settler depending on how much gold I get. I'm being denounced by Norway, which is kind of odd because, yeah, the negative for navies is kind of bad. You need to hold for another turn. You know what? I'm actually kind of half tempted to get the campus. And just really pump up science and delay that settler a little bit. Let's go ahead and build that mine there. We did finish that. And there's the wheel. So let me see if you have a decent chunk of cash. You have a little bit. How much would you pay? You'd probably pay on the order of like all your gold plus like a couple. Like a few gold per turn, maybe like 5 or 6? 6. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's not the raw gold that we would really like. I might try to wait like 2 turns and see if I can extract a little bit more raw gold out of them. Get ourselves that little bit closer to purchasing a settler. So let's grab animal husbandry just so we have the basics like improving pastures and stuff like that. And you're going to heal up here. And you're going to come back this way and kind of just do a little bit more scouting up in his tundra. Tundra tends to have a few leftover thingamadoodles. Things that make you go, Tribal villages, that thing. Okay, he's got a navy coming, and that's actually a long ship. They could probably solo kill one of my coastal cities if I'm not careful. The classical era is ending, so I'm glad that we have a normal age secured. This warrior is going to need to keep scouting because Norway might get ideas about attacking us because he is denounced status with us. He set his Civ book relationship status with us to denounced. Okay, so I finished the monument in here. I think this is a good moment to stop because we're going to hit early empire here in a couple turns. And we're going to get state workforce as well, which means we'll be able to kind of propel ourselves into political philosophy pretty quick here. And then, you know, similarly into the other thing. So I'm thinking of actually going for masonry here after animal husbandry. So that I can maybe get the pyramids out at some point. A trader would be really oh, Granada's under attack. That's actually really bad for me because I was using them to help me build settlers. If they die, that's kind of a bad news. I'm going to grab a trader here. Do I want to grab a trader? I could also just work on a settler in a few turns. Yeah, I think that might be an okay move. Okay, we'll just keep scouting here. These guys are going to surround me. I just heard a barb camp spawn somewhere. Where was it? Looks like it was down here, maybe? Let's just double check that. Yeah, it looks like it might have been down there. So, let's talk to Alex. How do you feel about gems now? Okay, you actually won't give me as much gold. That's kind of crap. He was willing to give me like nearly 300 gold worth before. I'm hoping it's like, wait, what is it? 180-ish he's willing to give? Yeah, he's like willing to give like 180. See if we can't push him a little bit higher than 180 maybe. Maybe like 184? 188? 190? 192? 194? So 193 is his limit there. It's still a really good amount. In fact, it's settler purchasing amount almost in 2 turns. That's excellent. So that'll be our 4th city out by turn 40, essentially, almost, roughly. A settler every 10 turns is like a good move. So we're gonna grow here next turn on both of these cities, which should bring us up to 6 population, which means I feel like we can switch away from early empire and get started on state workforce. Seems like a reasonable set of moves. Why don't you fortify for a turn and just let this warrior kill himself on you? But we're going to call that the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!